Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking all about some tips and advice for looking at acting classes. I've had a couple of requests for this video, so I thought I would do one for you, basically giving my advice for if you're looking for acting classes, what to look for in them, and also what to expect as well, especially if you've never been to acting classes before. So obviously, as I'm filming this, there are some in-person acting classes coming back, so hopefully this will still apply during COVID, but obviously we won't be getting so close as we normally do when we're doing acting lessons and things like that. So I hope you enjoyed this video, I hope you find it useful, and I'm going to crack straight on with my advice. So the first thing to expect when going to acting classes is to have an open mind. There's nothing worse than going to an acting class and kind of having one set way that you're looking at it, and also as well not being ready to just kind of let go. The great thing about acting and acting classes is that you can be really free and you can be really open in what you're doing, and sometimes just going in with blinkers isn't the best idea because you do have to be adaptable as an actor. And that's the great thing about acting classes, it gets you ready for those situations where you need to take direction. Try and get yourself in the right frame of mind before going, because then that will really help you when you're in the class. This is a massive one. Try not to take yourself too seriously. So in acting classes, you are probably going to have to make a bit of a fool of yourself. And I'm not saying that in an embarrassing way. The thing is with acting is that you do need to kind of let yourself go, and also kind of let yourself be not like a blank canvas, but almost be something that can be readily molded into what the director wants. And so kind of going in thinking, oh, I won't do that, that'll make me look silly, or I won't do that because it won't be great. You know, that can really hinder you, especially when you're doing things like improvisation, or if you're doing physical theatre or things like that, it can really hinder you. So I think the best thing is just to leave all the inhibitions and all things you think about yourself at the door. Again, that's easy enough to say. Try not to worry about looking silly in front of your other peers in the class or the teacher, because they're not expecting you to look glamorous or put together all the time. This is the great thing about acting. There are times when we want really raw performances, and you can't be taking yourself seriously at that point because you're not gonna pull some funny faces, or you're gonna look, you know, not your best. And that's the whole point of acting. You become the character, you're becoming someone completely different, and in that moment, if they're upset or they're crying, they're not thinking about how they look. So try and let go of that thought in you. So I mentioned this a little bit earlier, but try to be open to direction. This is so important as an actor anyway, but this is a great thing to kind of get into and get used to in acting classes. So that's the thing, when you go into an audition, if you are auditioning, you will most likely be given direction, and not taking that on is a big no-no, because the director wants to be able to know whether they can work with you or not, whether you can take on direction so that you can do a good job. Because sometimes they will normally have kind of a set way that they'll think in their minds. Sometimes they'll be really open to how other actors might portray the role or might do the scene that they have prepared, but sometimes they'll want to fine-tune it because they'll have a great eye and they'll want to see what you can do. So try and be open to direction. So when you're in acting class, what will probably happen is you will do a scene or you'll do something, and then the teacher, or maybe even the class in general, might give you some feedback. Now this is all constructive feedback. This is not a chance where they're going to dig at you. This is all constructive, so take it on and really think about how you can change your performance to take on that direction. This is the time when, if you struggle to take direction, acting classes are the time to work on that, because it's such an important thing for when you are auditioning. Now, this is something that may vary as well depending on what state we are in, COVID or we're past COVID. So basically you need to be prepared to do partner work or group work. This is really fun, you know, don't think about this too much. You'll probably be put with a partner to do some script work or improvisation or something like that, and you might even be put with a group of people. So you need to be prepared to work as a team. Again, there are so many times when there are some actors who just want to be a sole player, and that doesn't work, especially if you're going to be going into theatre, or if you're going to be going into film and TV and you need to get on with the cast. you need to have that rapport, and doing group work and partner work is a really good way to build that. So you need to be open to working with other people. You need to be able to throw in ideas, and if your idea doesn't get picked up or it gets changed slightly, then you shouldn't be upset about that. You should be willing to have this group time to help create this amazing thing that you're creating if you're doing improvisation, for example. So you need to kind of get used to actually acting with other people. And this is the great thing as well, if you don't have much acting experience, getting the chance to actually work with other actors and other people is such a great opportunity, and that's the best way to do it, is in acting classes. And this last tip is probably more personal to you in your journey. Please don't be afraid to confide in your teacher or the other people in your class. So for instance, if there are certain things you're worried about and you are not sure how to tackle them, especially on your acting journey, it might be a good idea to actually talk to your teacher. They are there for you, they want to help you, and actually kind of getting some time to talk to them about it. I think as well, like sometimes when people do acting classes, they almost put the teacher on a pedestal, and you don't need to do that. The teacher is, especially when we're doing acting and stuff, they want to be on that level playing field with you, because they want you to be able to actually take on board what you're saying and relate to them and have a good time all in all as well. So don't be afraid to talk to a teacher, and also as well, as I said, don't be afraid to actually talk to the other people in your group. Hopefully if you have got on with the other people in your acting class, you may have actually formed some friendships. So don't be afraid again to talk to them. You may as well find that there are more experienced actors in the group, and if you are looking for some advice, then they're probably the best people to go to, especially if you are starting to get into the industry, or if you've been in the industry for a long while and you've got an issue that's come up and you're not sure how to handle it or what to do. It might be worth actually talking to your peers in the group and see if anyone might have a solution to your problem. So don't be afraid to talk to the others in your group. And the main thing is to have fun. If you're looking for acting classes, I think the best thing to do is to just go along to a couple and see how you get on there. I've talked a little bit about this before. Test the waters, see if you get on with the group, if you get on with the teacher, if you like what's actually happening in the classes. You need to be able to make sure that you're spending your money and you're putting it in the right place, and you're going to be getting something valuable out of these acting classes. So try and have a little think. If you need to have a little test of a few, that's absolutely fine. Just find the best fit for you. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you found it useful as well. Do let me know down in the comments below if you did find it helpful, and also let me know if you are taking acting classes in any shape or form. If you liked it, please do give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. I make lots of acting videos like this, along with some fashion, beauty and travel along the side as well. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.